My name is Lil Sullivan. I'm from the southwest coast of Ireland, outside Killarney, County Kerry. I'm here because my sister runs this organisation, and she lets me have my exhibition here, and I'm really grateful for that, actually. The centre is Brixton Wings. She does lots of music and other things for kind of deprived children in the area. They do rowing. My daughter there, Tida, does some rowing, and I think it really bolstered her confidence to be doing that. She does a rowing instructor. Oh, Lil. The reason that I have problems talking is that I had a stroke, and I had that stroke maybe 15 years ago or something like that. When I had it, it was an awesome thing. I wasn't able to speak or able to. All my bodily functions were gone. Not good, but bit by bit I was able to overcome, roll with the punches kind of thing. Yeah. I was always an artist. I don't remember when I wasn't an artist. I remember I did a portrait of my brother, Kevin, and then I said, "Oh, I can draw people, and it looks like Kevin." So I did that before I went to art school. I was born in '56. I was born on the Day of the Dead, actually. The 2nd of the 11th, '56. And one of my works is about that, that one there. The Day of the Dead is celebrated everywhere, actually. In Ireland, it would be the All Souls Day. And in Mexico, it would be the Day of the Dead. I have an affinity about that. So I have lots of skulls and the idea of birth and death. I have a shape there that is about birth and death, cyclical nature of time. My first one-person show I did in Ireland, actually, in Tralee. It was it's a all Ireland place for the centre of culture, and it's a beautiful building. It's a round building, and I like that as well. So I liked the fact that I had an exhibition in that place, and people from where I live saw my work, and they wouldn't have seen it before. So I think that's the first time I had my name in the papers and what I was doing and things like that.
How do you explain your work and describe it to people who has never seen your work before? What kind of work is it? Painting, drawings, what?
This is the problem. My work can be anything. Found objects, found things that I found on the street. When I had the stroke, I had to build myself up from scratch. So when I was finding things on the street, I think, oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. This really nice. I should put them together and make icons of them.
What sort of things are you talking about finding them?
For me, it was about my father's shed. He was a mechanic extraordinaire. So he would have loads of amazing cars and amazing bits of cars, because he was able to fix things. He was able to fix cars, big machinery, and actually clocks as well. He was amazing. So I have a thing about my father. I'm sure lots of girls and women have the same thing.
You said you find things.
Yeah.
And what sort of things are you talking about?
For instance, that place there, or that one there, the sheep.
Yeah.
And the heart.
Do you remember the day you found those?
I don't really remember when I found them, but I thought of the sheep as the person who is being the lamb to the slaughter kind of thing. And so for me, that must have been about heart, and heart is being broken or something like that.
So was that your heart?
Yeah.
Were you the sheep?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Being brought to the slaughter?
Yeah, yeah. Oh. That one there, it's about this, the moon, and I never know actually in the first dance what I'm doing. It goes, when I'm doing it, I'm in a trance, and after that, when it's finished, then I know what it is about. Wow. Yeah, so it's for me, it's cathartic.
It is all about you, isn't
it? Yeah, of course it's about me. I don't know anyone else more than I know myself. People say that artists are really egotistical, but it's not about that. It's about being aware of yourself. If you're aware of yourself, you'll be aware of other people around you. The beginning of my stroke, I was here, there, and everywhere. So like things on the street, they're here, there, and everywhere. And I wanted to pull them together, like I was trying to get myself together. And I wanted to have them as icons. Yeah.
So when you say icons, what do you mean by that?
But I love I'm not religious. I'm
anymore.
Not, yeah. But I love all the paraphernalia of religion, especially Catholic religion. There's amazing stuff. And I love the silver and gold and all that. I like the icons of it. Yeah, I love collage now. I'm doing lots of collage these days. Um, uh, I find things now in magazines, really specialized magazines like art magazines. So it's the idea of taking stuff from other artists, and I'm leaning on the shoulders of other artists, and then I will. For instance, that one there, all the butterflies and all the skulls, that I was interested in that. So I got the butterflies out of the image onto the wall. And I think I'm thinking of butterflies as souls that are still around, like those are my ancestors. They're still around in images, but they're still around in how we behave. For instance, my grand aunt was a head teacher in Headford, Killarney. In those days, you don't have head teachers as women, so she was a pioneer. I think my sister is a pioneer, what she's doing here, and maybe I'm a pioneer as well.
Can you quickly tell us about Bridging the Gap?
I'm glad that we had a show together. I curated this exhibition with the idea of the sound, the fury, the Brixton's full-on stuff. And so I thought, okay, we'll have a patchwork quilt about the sound and fury, the good, the bad, the ugly of Brixton. And so I did your section first. Then I thought about the really interesting shapes of the actual place. And it's really interesting. And so we did some shapes about that. My side is about my father mostly, and my sister. The what's it called? The shrine.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Why did you decide to do a shrine for the exhibition?
It's for the honoring my father and my sister, and their passing, and the passing of all my ancestors. The fact that every 4 generations from white Irish to my daughter, who is there, just there, and she is Black Caribbean. So it's about the bridging the gap in that way.
Mm.
Yeah.
What have you learned so far?
I didn't think about the fact that I said she was mixed race, but she said to me she's black, and I said, huh? You know, I didn't think it was an issue, but apparently it is an issue sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, and at the same time, the Windrush people were doing their thing, and I was asked to do portraits, and so I did 20 minutes portraits, and then one of the people did a talk about it, and that's it. Now it's completed for now.
This is Meg who runs the centre.
Yeah.
Come and tell us.
My recommendation to both of you is that you use this as a stepping stone
Yeah.
for the next exhibition that you do, and that you take it to a gallery space where it is meant to be, as opposed to a community children's centre, which is fine, and it is a nice setting, and you're welcome. But the point is, it actually needs a dedicated space, and it needs a gallery environment, because that's what people understand when they come to look at exhibitions, that they want time, they don't want to be rushed, they don't want to be imposing, and yet I'm trying to at the same time run a centre
Yes.
on an everyday basis, and sometimes I'm running 4 or 5 programs concurrently, so to accommodate this on top of it can be a challenge. But at the same time, I appreciate the art, and I think it is a platform for allowing people to present their work, and it should be taken another step, and another step higher, actually, not even at the same level. You guys can go higher, have expectations that are higher for yourselves.
Cool.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for allowing us to be here. Yeah, and she's got to go now, so we're all going to go.